expert team of the Estonian-Ukrainian Development Cooperation Program Resilient Ukraine has been focusing on communities and cooperation partners, mostly in eastern and southern regions of Ukraine. So we have been working there since 2016 already, including regions of Sumy, Kharkiv, also Dnipro, Luhansk and Donetsk Oblast, and later we also invited people and experts and communities from Zaporizhia, Kherson, Mykolaiv, and Odessa Oblast. So you can understand that these regions have been heavily affected by the Russian aggression. So we have been considering them as vulnerable regions in many aspects, because our program has been focusing mostly on the resilience issues related to information, communication, but also cognitive domain. But after the full-fledged invasion of Russia to Ukraine, obviously the eastern and southern regions witnessed the physical and kinetic aggression. Therefore, our biggest challenge, of course, was to reorient our program, and it wasn't easy. Of course, I am being very honest with you. I, as a leader of my team, I personally, of course, was concerned very much about the safety and security of our partners on the ground, because we had a lot of good friends and partners in the mentioned places and cities. Also in Mariupol, also in Berdyansk, in Kherson and Mykolaiv, and Sumy and Kharkiv and Odessa and other places. And of course, it was a big shock, and we decided to take a break. And I think it helped us to understand our position that time. Just a few weeks before the invasion in February 22, we actually finished two first crisis exercises in Sumy and Dnipro. And the next phase should have happened actually in Zaporizhia and Mariupol, but yeah, obviously we couldn't do it anymore. And then we remade our plans and restructured the program and focused on those regions which were in the need of our help to support internally displaced persons from East and South Ukraine. So we conducted a series of training events on psychological resilience and crisis preparedness for those regions where IDPs went. So we reoriented our program basically to the western regions of Ukraine, to Uzhhorod, to Ivano-Frankivsk, to Lviv, to Chernivtsi, Ternopil, and it wasn't an easy task, of course, because obviously Ukrainian society was in a big shock and still resisting the aggression. But we were together with our Ukrainian team members and experts and friends flexibly enough. So after the invasion in February, as I mentioned, we made a break for 2 months to restructure our activities. But then already in late April, we were with our team in Uzhhorod. And then we continued to do our activities there monthly. So we replanned everything and engaged those social workers and psychologists and all the crisis experts who needed our assistance and support. And after that, our team decided to continue with crisis simulation exercises because the problems we addressed, actually, they remained. And there is a very good phrase saying that in crisis time, actually, you will fall to the level of your preparedness, but you won't be at the level of your expectations. So crisis preparedness remained actually very low because of different gaps in resilience system there, mostly gaps related to coordination, communication, and actually finding compromises or consensus building among different societal groups in communities. So we decided to continue with our crisis simulation exercises, which were based on various scenarios to model multifaceted crisis and to show to the participants that resilience building starts from them, from their mindset, from their understanding and efforts to build a culture of security in their organizations. Its resilience starts also from the threat awareness, but also from the willingness to share the information and to be a stakeholder of resilience, to actually be co-owner of resilient building processes in respective communities. Because resilience, in essence, is a grassroots initiative. So it's a bottom-up approach. So you can't build resilience from top down. You need agents of change, agents of resilience, locally and regionally. Those who, again, understand the value of security culture, those who care about safety cross-sectorally in various domains in obviously physical domain, but also in information, communication, and cognitive domain. And for that, of course, you need cross-sectoral approach to bring all the people together to solve not just one crisis, but multifaceted crisis, which can escalate any minute. And that was the philosophy of our crisis simulation exercises. So we managed to do it in 8 regions. As I mentioned, 2 before the invasion in Sumy and Dnipro, but then later 6 others in Western Ukraine, but the last one was in Odessa. And we were very proud about it, that despite all the difficulties and despite the security situation, our team managed to organize it together with cooperation partners. And what I am particularly proud about, of course, the professionalism and dedication of our expert and team members who were highly motivated to continue this work and to give everything what is needed. And then when we received feedback from the participants in different cities and locations, we understood that the work we have done actually was essential, it was helpful. So the participants themselves confessed it and confirmed that they learned a lot, and they are eager to change the mindset and the organizational culture, how to build resilience on the ground, again, locally, but also regionally. Why coordination, cooperation, and communication cross-sectorally is important, especially during such huge crisis as war is. Our future plans have different focuses because we really would like to continue our analytical work. We think that Ukraine's experience must be analyzed thoroughly and to compose a good resilience concept to present it to partner nations, obviously to the Baltic states, to some other countries, which could hugely benefit from it. So our work will focus on analytical part. In addition to that, we also would like to have another series of crisis simulation exercises with different scenarios. Most probably we should address the post-war scenarios, because post-war situation will be characterized by huge uncertainty in a traumatized society. And just to remind you that one of the key elements of resilience is recovery. So it's not just preparation and survival, but also recovery after a crisis. And for that reason, we would like really to work together with partners in the regions and communities on post-crisis scenarios to improve their skills and understanding about future recovery. That's the second component. And the third component is public awareness. Unfortunately, resilience has become a buzzword. Everyone speaks about resilience actually without knowing what he or she talking about, because now we can see that resilience is everywhere. And our mission, actually, it was right from the beginning, since 2016, to raise awareness about resilience components, about resilience characteristics, about measures to build and strengthen resilience. So therefore, we would like also, as a third part of our future plans, to continue the public discussions on resilience issues, to raise awareness that different people, politicians, experts, journalists could actually understand what resilience is about and could use this term in a professional way. Me personally, resilience is about credo. It's a credo for a better future. I understand that there are different characteristics of resilience, but for me personally, being moderately optimist, I think that having a strong credo for a better future, a vision for a future, is a crucial key element of resilience. And I, as a team lead, have, of course, different people and different colleagues, but I think what unites us is, again, a common vision, how we develop resilience and how we bring resilience measures further. And that's another component of resilience. I think it's a community-driven approach. I am not talking about geographical communities, although, of course, there is a special term of community resilience when you build an ecosystem of resilience within a certain geographical area. But community also could be a professional community, a community of like-minded people, of friends, of those who share some beliefs, some approaches, some goals. And that's, I think, very essential component of resilience, that it's community-based, that we have strong network of partners and like-minded people who drive, so the process being, of course, on the same way. And my recommendations, if I may, for other organizations and NGOs to remain connected. Connectivity, or even interconnectivity and interdependencies. These are crucial during crisis times. These are things which you obviously can't touch, but they really matter because they make you more resilient. Connections, networks, professional communities, these bonds help you not just to survive, but actually to recover. So therefore, if possible, my advice would be to invest not just into, let's say, physical infrastructure, but also into social infrastructure and social well-being, which means building connections, networks, building partnerships, and having it all together in one interconnected environment.